Back now with the aged horses. Let me see. My Mini Miracle is not on this list, and neither is Laugh Now, is he? So we got to start. We got to remember to do those. Adrenaline Rush is back jogging now. Going to start training probably next week with him. Very happy with him. Bolt Power was supposed to school in 2 minutes today, but couldn't go over because of the snow and the blowing snow. To be honest, the wind. Brave World was supposed to go over, train 2-4 today, couldn't go over, so he's very close also. A lot of people asking, is he close, is he close? That's how close he is. He was going to 2-4, 2-5 today. Compass Rose DC really only has a start or so left in her, and then we'll be sending her out to the broodmare shed to get bred to Enterprise. This season. What's that? Well, you send the mare to hook up with the daddy horse. It seems like a mommy conversation. We'll talk about it another time. Don't Believe Me, Just Watch is getting close also. He was going over to Mohawk to train today. Globe Trotting will be coming back in the next, I guess, few weeks. I'll reach out to Carol. She's at Carol's farm, and to ask her if she's put weight on and how she looks as a filly. I want to see fat when she was back in. So see how she looks. High Gear No Fear continues to jog and train good down towards the races. Now he's still at that 25 level, probably going to stay there for a little while yet. Aglera M has been training awesome. Can't wait to see. I just want her to not tie up this week. Remember, I told you guys you cannot, especially during breeding season with fillies and mares cycling, you cannot screw around with their training schedule. Horses that tie up, and hers is definitely all over the map this week. So I am concerned, but hopefully she'll do well this week. Schooling. I'm a Lovely Lady. Unfortunately, we sold. Unfortunately, we got good money for her, but we sold I'm a Lovely Lady. She's going to Indiana and Ross Leonard's stable. So good luck to Ross with her. Jazzy Judy was sold last week also. She's going to be bred in Indiana. Jekyll and Hyde, I thought, raced absolutely fantastic in Northfield. His line didn't show it, but I think that horse is sitting on that one win he has left in that class. Kings County has been very, very good. Greatest first start, a little flat as second start, but looked good this week on the track. I expect him to a good bounce back mile for him on Thursday. Elvis Patrick made his first and hopefully his only miscue for us. Young Brett Beckwith touched the gate with him in Yonkers on Thursday night. He made a break. I am going to go drive him at the Meadowlands on Friday evening of next week in East Rutherford. Locatelli will make probably his last start of this run. We'll rest him and bring him back. Let me see. Probably back somewhere around April. We'll start jogging him along. HIJK. I went past Kings County. Laugh Now. I jumped over a little bit. Laugh Now is training down. He was supposed to train today. Stop. I asked you guys stop. Laugh Now is supposed to train in 220 today, but obviously could not. I'll get to him Monday or Tuesday. Mama Knows Best raced well the other night. Finished 5th, race well. Not really in a big hurry to sell her. She can win 3 races in that non-winners event before she has to move. So I'm happy to leave her just where she is for now. My Jazz, last start of her life tomorrow night at Flamborough Downs. She's going to be bred to International Money. Had a great year. Jesus, just an entire calendar year wasted on this poor filly. I had a great 2-year-old season and just nagging injuries, one after another as a 3-year-old, a sophomore, but rebounded, worked her way through all 3 of those issues, and now has put together 4 wins and 6 starts. In fact, 4 wins, a second, and a third in her last 6 starts. A great run for My Jazz to end her career. No free lunch. Hold on. My Mini Miracle is in on Monday, over her head. Hopefully she can do well. We'll look for an easier spot for her this week. Addie, that's the one problem we run into in Ontario, right? We had all these nice horses bought to race. Elvis Patrick ran out of classes. My Mini Miracle has now been combined with Royson's Punch. That's not fair to My Mini Miracle, but the other class didn't fill. Locatelli should be in the class below the Open. That class didn't fill this week, so we couldn't race him in there. Just a lot of stuff not filling. You know, it was all meant we have the right tools, just don't have the right job. We don't have the right classes for them just yet. So My Mini Miracle will race on Monday, and then we'll make a decision where we're going to race her after that. We still have tons of opportunity, both here, Ohio, Pennsylvania with her. Lots going on with My Mini Miracle. No free lunch races tonight. I made a boo-boo. You know, we tried to be conservative with this horse and race him in a proper class, and ended up being worse than the one he could have raced in last night. So hopefully he races well tonight, and we'll see what we do. He'll be back in next Friday in the second leg of the Ontario Boys Series. So when Sue's race was canceled, her stake race was canceled on Thursday, she'll be back in to go next Thursday, I suspect, here at Mohawk. Stonebridge Simba's getting close to getting back to the races. I'm not sure how much Jason's been with him, but I'm sure he's been training him. We'll see how he looks when he comes back. Tour de Lindy bled last week in his race. I think we have him sold. It's unfortunate. Probably one of the most lovable horses you come across in all of our barns is Tour de Lindy. Just a really nice horse to drive too, and it's unfortunate. You know, if I was confident that we could really mitigate his bleeding, I think we wouldn't sell him, but it came out of left field. It really caught me off guard, that bleeding line from last week, and I don't really know what we can do moving forward to mitigate that. I have a lot of thoughts, same as the vet does, but nothing conclusive, which leaves me shaken, leaves me a little concerned, and I think it's better we just turn the page on Tour de Lindy, and move on. So Mark Beckwith, who we do business with, you know, and that was the one thing I thought could play a big role in him not bleeding, was simply going slower, not being in such stressful situations, and going to a place like Saratoga. I think he'll do very well. So Tour de Lindy will be leaving our barn this weekend. Walk on the Moon has been training good. Saw him the other day, looks great. I can't wait to, he'll qualify very soon, this horse, maybe in a week or two. White Tiger has been great. I'm going to drive him in the open. Been a long time. Last time I drove him, he was in a bad spot, right? He hadn't been, his liver had jumped. He had bled a little bit through Lasix. We were really just looking to get him back on the rails, and we did. Got him back on track, and then he went out and raced very well his next 2, 3, 4 starts for James. James is away next week, so I will drive White Tiger in the open on Monday. And then, yes, will be coming back to the... I promise he'll come back this week. He got a couple of extra weeks off simply because of scheduling and the logistics of getting him from the farm to... Look at the blowing snow. All morning long, this is what this has been doing. All morning. Yeah, it's terrible. Yes, he'll be coming back to Northfield and begin his training back. Put your window up. Begin his training back towards the rest of his 2022 season starting this week. So that's the aged horses. Want to say bye, Addie Bear?
Bye.
Bye. We'll be back in a minute. We get the 2- and 3-year-olds to talk about. Not a whole lot going on otherwise. Be back in just a minute.